Oh, yeah. You are welcome back once again to the Rockets Round Robin. I'm your man, AK Infinity from the Rockets Propaganda Channel. We got my man's AP. Go ahead, let him have it.
It's your boy AP of Clutch City Connect. Make sure you also follow my boy TJ Anderson, NBA, my co-host on Clutch City Connect. And then make sure you follow all of us at Rockets Round Robin on IG and X, our new X page. Make sure you follow us all there. I put all our tags in there.
Already. My man's Clips Gorman. Let's get it, bro.
Let's go. H-Town. Let's do it. Let's ride.
Man, plug yourself before I run this intro.
Check me out. Man, check me out at Gorman Christoph on X. Talk some Rockets hoops. Chat back. Let's see what's up. See what happens.
Already. Let's go on and run this intro and let's get into the soup right quick. You goddamn right. Yeah. So, first order of business. So, Clips Gorman, you done kind of went crazy on this Twitter machine, bro. Yeah, Rockets are gonna be a better team than the Clippers. Let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and put
you getting that?
So they don't think I'm going crazy.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, that's Rob Mahoney standing out on Bill Simmons' podcast saying that he believes that they're going to be a better team than the Clippers. And we've had quite a few Clippers fans chiming in on it.
One sec, bro. I hate to cut you off, but MF then came in this month.
Fine.
Hey.
There he is.
You're late. You're late.
It's not late. It's just
late. You ain't on time.
I mean, it's on time if it was pushed back 17 minutes. So technically,
man, if you don't get your manipulative,
trying it.
Go on and plug yourself.
Come on.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
Wherever you in it.
Oh man, look. All right, Drip 2P_JWD. You can follow him on X as well as Instagram. You can follow the H-Town Rundown at H-Town Rundown on X as well as Instagram and YouTube. Be sure to check it out. We're all over there, guys. They're actually running a show right now for the Texans, the all 22 preview. A bunch of stuff going on right now. They just started a little bit ago, so check that out too. After this episode. All right, get with it.
Already. So yeah. We're talking about these Clippers being better not being as good as the Rockets this season. And remember, I think we touched on that last week, bro. Like, they falling out. We already ahead of the game on that one, bro. Clippers, they didn't feel. I don't even know. They'll be playing, though. They'll definitely be playing. I don't know nothing about no playoffs, to be honest, because Kawhi knees are like ticking time bombs. One of them going to go off. One of them going to go off at any point, bro. You just don't never know when. And then his feelings too, like you never know. Like he just wake up one day in a bad mood and just feel like he's injured, injured brain, injured mind, injured feelings. I don't know. I don't trust that dude. I don't trust that dude at all. And then you got James Harden, the obese point guard. I don't trust him neither. Especially if they make it to the play-in. Guarantee he had a worst game of his season if they make it to the play-in. That is a guarantee. Yes, it is. Yeah, we haven't seen it how many times when he was with the Rockets. High pressure game, he just fold lawn chair style. So yeah, that's pretty accurate. What I'm mostly interested in though was is the whole KPJ factor because how much of a rope is Ty Lue gonna give him if he start acting out if he ain't getting playing time? Because we got dudes ahead of him that's probably gonna get more playing time anyway. You got Terrence Mann, you got Norman Powell, you already got James Harden. How much time is KPJ gonna play? So you got to look at, and then they still got Bones Highland. I don't even know what they're doing with him. Like, they're wasting him. But what's y'all take, man? I'm gonna shoot it to you, AP.
Come on.
I think we're definitely going to be better than the Clippers, for sure. I don't think the Clippers are going to have all that in them. You know, they're going to have to rely a lot on James Harden because Kawhi's not the healthiest player in the league as much as he used to be. And I don't know, man. I think they might be trying to squeeze in to get in the play-in, but there's a real possibility we may not even see the Clippers in the playoffs or even the play-in.
Wow.
It's very cool.
That big. What's their number? I think their numbers
They're
lower
over.
than
Their expected
Over
win
under?
total.
Yeah.
That's a good question, man. Let me see if I can find that.
I want to say I heard it was somewhere around 39, maybe 41. So, yeah, I think it is.
39.
If Kawhi can stay
Nah,
healthy,
yeah, it
I
is.
think
That's
it is.
that's hella disrespectful, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I was
39?
thinking.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I hate James Harden and this punk ass, but he ain't never missed the playoffs. And there's a reason for that.
That's right.
39 with the least he ever won, I think, was 41.
Yeah, he went.
And that was that one season where
Right.
he just
Howard.
that Dwight Howard last season where I guess James Harden and Dwight was fighting over the same girl one year, and they just decided they ain't gonna play well together no more.
That's right.
That's the story, bro. That's what I was told, but it could be cap. I don't know.
Well, with that, with his game style, and we haven't really talked about this, is the physicality in the game and the referees kind of swallowing their whistle there at the end of the year. It seemed like the game got a little more physical, and the offensive efficiency ratings were down dramatically. They had been up really high at an all-time record, and now they kind of plateaued right there at the end of the season. So maybe that physicality, they're kind of bringing in more of a feeble rules type of officiating, where they're giving a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt to the defender. And, that'll benefit Dylan Brooks, Tari Eason, a little bit more of our physical guys. Amen Thompson, you heard that, he was real physical in, the Team USA Select stuff. So I think that could be very beneficial for us. Excuse me.
I want to just circle back real quick to the win total. So I went to FanDuel.com because we had Gambler out here in Iowa, and Los Angeles Clippers 38.5 over under.
I told you it was bad.
Plus 110 for over
38.
That's on FanDuel?
FanDuel right now, live. Go check it.
BSPN got him at 40.5.
That's crazy.
That's still rough, y'all.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, peep this. BSPN got us at 42.5.
So better than the Clippers. So kind of holds true.
So we were talking about James Harden not missing the playoffs, right? We were talking about this and that, right? I think what's been interesting. I don't know if you guys have been following much with the Clippers and what they've been doing. But Lou's been talking about, we want to put James Harden back in that Houston role and whatnot. And I think I just have a problem because again, James Harden's my favorite player all the time. I love him, right? But we realistic. And I just think it's going to be interesting, right? Because some of these runs that I'm seeing, it's looking like he's got a problem handling the ball at the quick speeds. He's trying to change speeds quickly. His ball control looks a little loose. And then something else that I noticed is that there was a comment made by one of the players. I think the accounts that posted it is Cy. He's a James Harden follower and a Clippers fan right now. He posted that one of the issues James Harden was having was ball security, which is I'm not saying that's expected from James Harden, but Lou talking about Houston Harden, here we come, but you already worried about ball security in practice. And who is an elite defender in practice? Because it ain't Kawhi. He ain't out there practicing. So what's what's you know what I mean? That's tough. That's tough. It's tough.
He ain't never gonna be Houston Harden again because he's not in Houston.
LA
ain't got the strip clubs we got.
Yeah, they ain't got the
hoes we got. How Harden gonna Harden and he ain't got the hoes to go with it? That ain't gonna work.
Ain't no way. He focused on one hole this season, he's saying, but we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know if he's gonna be making the baskets. And again, I respect, again, Harden's my favorite player, man. But
I caught what you said, bro.
Yeah. There's just a lot of guards, a lot of things going on over there, man. And like, I mean, you telling me like you starting? And I don't get me wrong. I love Norman Powell. I really like Norman Powell.
Yeah, he's straight.
Like is your starting lineup Harden, Powell, man?
No, I seen it the other day. It'd probably be Derrick Jones at the 3, Kawhi at the 4, Zubac at the 5.
I forgot about Derrick Jones. Yeah, KPJ is not gonna play, bro.
Yeah, dude. So you starting Derrick Jones Jr., which again, respectfully, very nice player. He had one solid season with the Heat, and then he was almost out of the league. And then he played okay for Dallas throughout the regular season, and then was really well in the playoffs until he faced Boston, and he was, ass. And they paid him a solid amount of money to come into the team over here in a starting role. And right now, so Garmin, to comment, right? You saying Kawhi in the starting lineup? Kawhi ain't even practiced, so he ain't in the starting lineup right now. The lineup is going to be Harden, Man, Powell, and then Jones at the 4, and then Zoo. Like, bro, Harden, I love you, bro. If this is like 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, even 20, I'd be like, yeah, that's still a playoff team. They ain't going anywhere, but that's a playoff team, because it's James Harden. Is 38.5 wins like sounding more realistic now that we're saying it out loud?
I'm
gonna play.
I don't think it has too much to do mostly with what the Clippers got going on. I just think the West is just passing them up.
Tough. No, it is tough, but you look at that. You take James Harden out, right, of that lineup in general. Man, Powell.
They ain't got
Jones,
nobody to generate no offense, and I think that's probably why they brought in KPJ. If they can catch lightning in a bottle, okay, maybe they cooking with some oil.
But then Bones Highland. Is Bones Highland not getting any minutes? Because if KPJ,
I don't know what he did, bro.
Bones is not getting any minutes. Like, you just don't have enough minutes to play unless you're playing real small ball. And again,
Bones must have looked at Ty Lue's wife the wrong way or something, dog. Because man, that boy ain't get no PT at all. And it's not like he's sorry. He ain't sorry.
No, he's not sorry. He's solid. He's nice. Which is why I was really confused when they brought in KPJ. Not that I'm saying Bones. Bones is more of a traditional 2 guard with his play style, but he plays the 1 because of his height. Generally speaking. So like, are you bringing in KPJ to like be the 3 occasionally and be like that tertiary playmaker? Like, what's the plan? Because like, and again, James Harden's going to need rest. How many games is he playing? And he's going to play.
He's not playing all 82.
No,
is he even playing?
It's over with.
In 70.
I think he could play 70.
He's gonna be playing a lot of heavy rotational minutes, a lot of heliocentric ball in the first 20 games.
Kawhi out how long again?
I don't know. He's out.
He'll be ready. They say he'd be ready for the start of the regular season.
Okay.
That ain't happening. We know that ain't happening.
Remember the Pelicans.
On that. Let me put 100 on that, dog.
I wouldn't, you guys. They're opening that new building. They're gonna. He'll squabble out there a little bit.
You think Kawhi Leonard care about that building? Kawhi Leonard don't care about nothing but him.
Kawhi care about the bag though. Did y'all see that new NBA ad?
Oh yeah, he want that bag.
Kawhi was out there in that NBA commercial. I don't know if y'all saw that. They NBA commercial. It was him and Anthony Edwards starting out. Kawhi already getting the bag. He looked like he in a mid-season form, but again, we have had no promotional material with Kawhi on the court at all. He has not been at training camp. What I've heard, I haven't seen him balling at all.
He's gonna injure himself putting his socks on.
You gonna injure him right here. You hurting his feelings. Calm down.
That boy got an injured brain.
Like, what do we do? And it's not like we haven't seen this before. We saw what happened with the Spurs, and then he plays well with the Raptors. Regardless of how he wanted,
because he wanted his bag too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
now he got his second bag.
Look at his
contract. Really. What we need to be talking about is they should have paid Paul George.
Yeah,
I don't care what the problem was. You should have paid.
I would have paid him as a security blanket for Kawhi.
Right, because Kawhi Leonard he's not reliable. You know that.
At least with Paul George, you're getting minutes. But I watched him get clamped up by Kyrie. So how sorry is Paul George going to be with the Sixers?
He's going to be out there. He's going to be really bad in a high level situation, but he's going to be out there. Kawhi, he gonna be out there on the bench and street.
You right.
Kawhi gonna be out there on the bench in the piece and chain with his hair down. You know what I'm saying? Looking fly on that sideline while they taking the L.
The best
That's what he gonna do.
Is availability, and how much availability are we getting from this team? Derek Jones Jr. I don't know what his health looks like.
I don't think his health. I don't think his health matters, bro.
I'm worried about not just his health, but the player, what he did, and how he fell off with the Celtics. That obviously the Celtics were a bad matchup for a lot of players for the Mavs. It's not one player, but you're going to be playing in the regular season against teams that have semi-similar archetype builds across there. I mean, the Nuggets, right? That's a team that's got semi-similar players. Was like the biggest factor that took Derek Jones Jr. out, because if it was just a tall guy, well, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know. I worry. I worry about that team. I worry for James Harden. Now for us, this is all good. This is all good news, baby. We are. Houston definitely up. Remember I said, what was it? Did I say 5? I said 5th seed last week. I think I said 5th seed last week. I'm still on 5th. I think I even jumped it up to 4th seed after we got that breaking news. After that breaking news, I think I jumped it up to 4 because Minnesota not gonna be all that good with Julius Randle. He gonna be hurt himself too, by the way. Yeah. What's the name already? Out for the season? Not out for the season. Already injured. Time Lord. That boy is Rob Williams.
That boy, he needs some spinach, bro. He needs some spinach.
Hey, did y'all hear Trey Murphy's out? Trey Murphy.
Oh yeah, he hurt too. Who else? Somebody Triple J. He hurt. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy already. It's already starting, bro. But New Orleans, I don't think gonna be. Devin Vassell hurt too.
Yes, sir.
Man, what is happening to all of?
What probably missed our first. We played them like 3 times in the first 15 games or something like, or 18 games, and he'll miss all 3 of them.
So, he ain't gonna be no factor nowhere. But I'm really curious. Like, what do y'all think is the reason behind all of these injuries? Like, and it's happening in training camp now. Like, I've heard a theory where, I think they took. I forgot what player it was that they said they examined like their body, and I forgot who it was. They said they had the knees of a 30-year-old or something like that, and it was like 22 or 23. And they blamed AAU ball because they play so much, so frequently, and they don't get no rest or something like that. I heard some kind of theory like that, man. I forgot where I got it from, but what y'all think about that though, man? Like, are these dudes like being overplayed and running to the ground before they even get to the league? Like, what is it, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. I'm not a conspiracy nut, but it's not crazy to say that. It's really not. As often as they play, not just with AAU ball, but the other runs that they're doing. You see all these like upper guys who are out hooping randomly at parks. You see guys who are joining the off-season like summer league, not summer league, the Olympics, right? But then
the Drew League and all of
that. Yeah, you're seeing that and all that. I mean, Chet got hurt because LeBron stepped on his foot. And yes, he played all 82 games last year. I'm not discrediting that. That's crazy to have that major of a foot injury and then play all 82 games that season. I respect it. But is it going to re-aggravate? You already have a foot injury your first year that caused you to miss an entire season. And that was one of the health concerns about Wemby is like, if he goes down, what's his recovery timeline? Right? Like, what's he looking like? Just things like that. I don't think that's crazy to say.
I have a theory that it's like a strong ramp up. They go from being in the off season and kind of being rested, and then they just ramp it up to so quick. Especially, I mean, the season just popped on it. Now we're seeing like live runs by the Rockets already. I mean, I know they're supposed to have already been in shape, but if you aren't really, really working out for most of the summer, you're not going to be ready for that level of action, especially as fast and as quick as the pace is these days. I mean, they're just
that might be
over and over.
That is a very astute point. I think the pace probably has a lot to do with it.
I heard something real crazy, and we were talking about Harden. But did you know that Harden's best season here at the Rockets, 2019, I think his effective offensive rating was like 114.5. You know where that would have ranked last year in this NBA? 16th.
Wow.
16th. It'd have been about the Lakers. It'd have been about the
revolutionized the game.
Wow.
Right. And so, I've heard a lot of different little theories about it, but, it's the pace. They're picking up the pace. Everybody can score from every different angle. And when you're picking up so much speed, the game is a little bit faster these days. Everybody's a little bit bigger, faster, and stronger. And I think that the ramp up of that and getting it such a high level so quickly, causes, that's definitely something for injuries. Especially when you see guys like Luka getting hurt, right?
Oh my gosh, didn't Luka get hurt?
Yeah.
Was that?
Oh yeah. I think
Wow.
He got hurt too. Damn, I forgot about that. That's crazy. Because I remember, if you look at like a lot of the healthiest dudes, I don't know if this makes sense or not. Maybe I'm contradicting myself, but a lot of the healthiest dudes, they playing ball during the summer though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but how hard is that ball?
Yeah, they're not going as hard, but then you got some other dudes who not really hooping like that. They working out, but they're not hooping.
Okay.
So I don't know what the formula is. And obviously, people's bodies is different and all of that, but it's like, I don't know if it's just because it's recency bias or whatever, but it just seemed like over the last like 5 or so years,
that's always
so many dudes are just hurt. Like, and it'd be non-contact. It'd be stuff like you don't see the injury, like they just hurt.
Klay Thompson, when he tore his something in his knee in the practice runs, he had stayed out that entire season, right? Because he tore his Achilles.
Oh yeah, because I think
tore his ACL.
I think he tore his ACL first, and then his Achilles in practice the following season because he was already out for the season. Yeah. That's
same thing Durant did.
Yeah, well,
tried to come back early from a knee or a calf or something.
Yeah, he tried to come back early from the calf because he hurt his calf against the Rockets, and his calf was out of there by the time they played the Blazers.
So here's my question: is I'm not, and this isn't like a negative comment, so let's roll with this. I'm not.
Here we go.
I'm not. I didn't grow up with like the 90s and early 2000s basketball, right? That's a little bit,
kid.
So my question is, like, is there a difference then to now with how these things work? Because it seems like medical teams today are able to take a player, again, a la Kevin Durant, who tore their Achilles, right? Supposed to be done. You're it. That's your career, and come back better than ever, averaging like 28 his first season. Like, what are we doing? So it seems like medical teams are different, right? And better maybe, but is it just a blanket? Because it does look like a lot of players are getting hurt a lot more frequently. Again, you look at Joel Embiid; he's never played more than like 10 games in a row. You know what I mean?
I got a couple theories about that now that I'm thinking about it, bro.
Sure.
If you listen to these old school dudes from the 90s, from the 80s and 90s, two things that they say. They say they practice more, but they also played slower, so it was less possessions. So, right. And then I'm going to add on top of that. Them dudes was coming out of college for 4 years. These dudes is one and done. So they already balls to the wall at 19 years old, 20 years old. By the time they're 25, them boys really 35.
Right.
That's an interesting comment, because you look at players who have come out of the G League Ignite team who are supposed to, like help the players. And they, not all of them, but quite a few of them have come out and end up getting injured and missing solid time too. And the the whole point of G League Ignite was to prep them and ramp them up and be ready for a full healthy season in the NBA and have like a faster track growth. But obviously that wasn't working because what's his name took out the G League Ignite team. So that is interesting. I don't know, just something to look at.
I have a little theory about it. And it's just kind of something that I used to, an old boss told me that he had a son that played high school baseball, and he was a jump ball lefty. He had a bunch of change ups and curveballs and stuff like that. and he got a new high school coach his senior year, and he had a lot of offers. Well, when he got him in that senior year, he's like, man, I got to get some heat on you. I really got to get you throwing some hard baseballs and throwing a good fastball to go with that jump. So he made him work out a lot of his shoulder and his front side of his arm, but he didn't work on the back. And the kid went there in his first game and pitched and just destroyed his back of his rotator cuff, and the kid never pitched again. The surgery that he took never took. And, when you talk about scientific and, that nowadays they can bring these doctors and bring these Achilles and knees back, well, they can also work these different muscles out better, right? So there's ways that they know how to work out the calf and the thigh and work out these muscles so much, they push it to the entire max. And they're probably working these muscles out more than some of these guys' ligaments and bones and tendons are able to take and withstand. If you're not working out and stretching some of this stuff, you're putting a lot more tension than your body was really used to taking, especially in that type of ramp up. So, like I said, with that guy working out a whole side of his shoulder, the wrong side or the front or the back, I'm not a medical doctor. We'd had to get old Madison Moore on here to give us some real Rockets medical advice.
Somebody reach out to him if you want to jump on right now and give us some explanation. I want to know, bro, because
I'm sure that they're probably able. He probably can tell us. Yeah.
I mean, and we're looking at that, right? Like the Rockets. Now that we're talking about it, mismanaged Tari Eason's injury, right? Brought him back too soon, and then he was out for the whole rest of the season. He played like 20 games, something like that. Like just an unrealistic amount because he played as many games as we won 3 years ago. Like that's not something that we should be like. That's just incredible.
Why you got to put it like that though, bro?
And
why you got to remind us about that, bro?
It's not good. And then I don't know, and we've seen other teams here they're mismanaged, players' injuries. I think when I think of that, not the Spurs, but I think of the Pelicans with Zion's injury. Everyone was talking about him all summer. Everyone was ready for him to come back. And then they're like, oh, by the way, he got a foot injury. He just had surgery. And now he's out for the whole year. I'm not comparing it.
Don't let Zion off the hook. I'm telling you, it's them beignets, it's that jambalaya, it's that etouffee. That's what his problem has always been, bro. Don't blame the Pelicans medical staff.
He hurt his foot.
Don't do that.
He hurt his foot, man.
He hurt his foot. You know why? Because of too much weight on it. Talking about he's 280 now. How he's skinny now? He's 280 skinny. That means he was 420.
Well, he would be a great example about what I'm talking about. A guy not really working out and then quickly ramping up.
Yes,
stuff like that.
Barkley used to do that. Barkley said he used to do that. But the difference again is Zion is doing this since high school, doing that nonsense, eating burgers as an appetizer and all of that. Barkley was coming out of college after 4 years. He came out as a senior. And he didn't have them problems. I mean, he was still a fat fool, but not Zion level fat. Well, until the offseason.
Yeah, to the offseason, that's different.
Until the offseason. But he admitted that was a problem for him. Like, he probably would have been better if he took care of himself, though. He even admitted that himself.
But I wonder how much nowadays is opportunity. Like if you, like with Tari, for instance, like you say, if you asked Tari last year if he was good, Tari's going to tell you he's good, right? So
that's why the medical staff is there.
How much is he really hurting? Like if he's saying, hey, I can play, I feel okay, I'm good enough, they're not going to not play him and then be like, oh, well, we see here on the x-ray or the MRI, it hurts. But he's saying that he can manage it, and then so it becomes like, when does it become opportunity? Like if my knee's about 90% and you're asking me to play an NBA game and my only chance and my only opportunity, how's my knee? 110. Give me the shot, coach. Right. So I wonder how much of that plays into effect as opportunity nowadays. If you won't get very many, and if you're given that opportunity, you might play through a little bit just so you can take that chance.
Well, we watched Harden play through injury against the Bucks.
Yeah.
And then he has not been the same player since. Again, my goat. He just hasn't been the same guy since. He's had flashes, cool, retroness, awesome. But like we watched him fuck up his hamstring live. That was terrible. He messed it up first in the regular season. And then they kept playing and he said, "No, I'm good. It's time to win a chip. This is what we got to do."
That's his fault though, because his fat ass did that BS to the Rockets when he came in the camp, 50 pounds overweight, looking like a power forward.
That was a tracksuit.
Nah, bro, like he did that to himself. He did it to himself. I don't feel sorry for nobody who do something like that to yourself. Just because you're trying to get traded, you're going to add that much weight on your body and think you're going to hoop the same. Use them.
Right.
Now look at you. Your hamstring don't work no more.
Yeah. No, and these are things, like I said, like I said, I'm not comparing one-to-one. Just
right.
A player, they get injured and they're going to sit there and say, right, he said the opportunity is there. I want to win. I want to come in and do anything for my team, put my body on the line. Bucks, he cooked his whole hamstring and then in like that since then. Another thing is I'm interested to see how Tara comes back. I wonder how they manage that completely too. Just see.
He looks good.
Yeah. From the training camp runs, bro, Tara looks phenomenal.
Yeah, we gotta roll some of them clips, by the way. But speaking of
that.
I seen something.
Yeah.
So speaking of the injuries thing, bro. Somebody that we all was kind of down on because of injuries, but we didn't know that it's really. We don't know whether or not it's really injuries. I'm suspecting that it's injury. Dylan Brooks. Remember, he was good before he got hurt, before he had that abdominal strain, and he came back. And what was we all saying? And he don't look the same. He's not defending as well. He's not shooting as well. He's not doing nothing as good. Like he was damn near negative on the damn team, to be honest. He even ended up getting benched a couple times towards the end of the season.
He did.
I think the same thing is went on with him. I think he was still kind of hurt at the end of last season. So I'm hoping he come back and he's all the way healthy because we're gonna need him. We're gonna need him to get his value up too.
Hey, everyone is saying that they really like Amen, man. Everyone's saying like national media. When is Amen gonna start? Is some of the questions that I'm seeing. So, the narrative's already there. They seeing what we saying. Obviously, they watching the Rockets round robin 100%.
There's a man, and then there's also Cam too.
Yeah.
There's also Dylan Brooks was talking about Cam's defense. Matter of fact,
he did.
Let's roll the footage. Let me pull this thing up. Here we go. We're finna roll this footage. Talk to him, Dylan.
Playing a lot of defense. And then sharing the basketball.
Yeah.
Now this thing want to act stupid. But that's all I really needed to get from him. But yeah, he said he's playing a lot of defense and he's sharing the ball.
Yep.
Those are the two things that we had concerns with. If he's doing that, Dylan Brooks is gone.
Where?
Dylan Brooks might be training his replacement. I ain't mad at it.
Do you think that Cam is going to have a better chance to start over Amen? Realistically, because Amen.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure.
But I don't think he has a better chance to start. But I can see a scenario where he does.
Spacing wise,
yeah, I can see a scenario where he does.
You know what I mean? It looks good. 6'8", strong dude, lengthy. If he's playing, well, what's in order to get Dylan Brooks gone? What are your requirements for Cam? Like, what level of defense? I want everyone to answer this. But
it's easy.
Slightly above, like above average, at average. Like, where are you? Like minimum defensive requirements for?
If Cam is playing average defense and just sharing the ball, Dylan's days are numbered. It's just that simple with Cam. Cam is a freak of nature, bro. He is a baller. Like, bruh, he just got to get his mind right on the game. Once he do that,
Chris,
he's a bad man, bro.
He had a big short too with being the 20th pick. Nobody expected him to fall.
Yeah, and that's why I think he has a longer leash because you don't have to make no serious decision with him so early anyway. For what? For what? It's done.
Now, he's not one that I can see using restricted free agency again. So,
you think he'll just get extended?
Well, yeah, you'd have to extend him before he hit restricted. I mean, I could see somebody throwing a bag at him, and we wouldn't be able to cover it. So, I wouldn't trust Cam on the rotations and stuff on the defensive end. Yeah, he might be great.
We'll see. He's 20 now. Last year he was 19.
Right. But I don't think he's even. I wouldn't even think he would be the second guy in line. I think Tari would be more in line.
Thank you. That's what I was waiting on.
For sure. I'm just talking about the scenarios, bro. Like I can see a scenario with Cam starting. Obviously, I can see Tari starting, and for sure, I can see a man starting. We've seen a man start. Man, we looked good with him starting. So.
The men been talking about I want to win 6th man of the year and be on an all defensive team, right? I think only one of those is possible. I don't think you can. I don't think, just realistically speaking, I don't think coming off the bench and your best stat is defense. I don't think you're winning 6th man of the year for that. Just because of how the league is with scoring, right? You come off the bench, you average 20. Oh my gosh, 6th man of the year.
Who won it last year again? It was Malik Monk. Was it Malik Monk?
Yeah, it might have been.
Hyper score.
Yep. I mean, you look at 6th man of the year, and it's mainly just like your microwave scores. Lou Williams in years past, Jamal Crawford, James Harden, right? A couple other guys. Like that. That's just kind of the Tyler Harrow, right? It's not really defensive. So in order for him to win 6th man of the year, he's got to flash a little bit, like get a little more offensive take and like be more overall better than most 6 men. And I think he's got a real shot at it. Otherwise, for that all defensive thing, I think he could win it off the bench. But if he starts, he's all defensive second team. Pin him in. He played 65 games.
Second team?
Minimum.
Okay, because bro was our best defender on the top 10 defense. As a rookie.
I saw his stats. He was 7th best. He was like 90.
As a rookie, the best defender on the top 10 defensive team, and he didn't even make any all defense, which I think is some bullshit.
How many games did he play? It was like 60. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it was like
if he was ineligible, I ain't got no problem with
that. I think that's the only reason.
Ineligible, all right, no problem. Maybe I'm.
And then you're about to add a Tari Eason, a healthy Tari Eason, and a Steedham Adams.
Man, listen. Now, imagine this, bro. You sitting there, you a ball handler. You got a man Thompson on you. You call for a switch. Damn, I got Tari Eason on me. Call for another switch. Damn, I got Jabari on me. You happen to get past all of that. You at the paint. You got to go see Steven Adams. Bro, by then I'm gonna just call it. Hey, coach, man, I'm calling in sick, bro. I'm out. I can't do
that. Was my question about the Harden and Clippers situation. Is, I mean, if we throw a Min Thompson or a Tari Eason on him, I'm not worried about Harden. I mean, Harden, I think his thing is the scoring. I think he could definitely average the same assists, if not more, and he could run a system offense. He could be at 10.5, 11 assists a night, but I'd be afraid that he wouldn't be able to put up the 28 to 30 it would require to carry a basketball team to whatever they're looking for, 45.
Man, he gonna need to take. He took 24 shots a game when he was going crazy like that.
Right?
Is he gonna get that much volume, bro? Well, he might.
And there was no Victor Wembanyambas. There was no Wembanyambas. There was no Chets, and I mean, really, there was no Min Thompsons out there that he's gonna have to run into. So,
played 62.
Oh, okay.
He was 3 games ineligible. But Gorman, I agree. I don't mean to cut you off. I had to get him.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yep. I don't think he probably would have made an all defensive team last year, just because. I mean, who you taking off?
Now I gotta go look at the teams. Hang on,
gotta go check now because you can take somebody off that thing now. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, but not for a 62 game. 22
not for 62 game. No.
Right.
And then I'm
with you on that.
If he played enough games.
Yeah. So if we're talking about Amen Thompson being able to be eligible for awards, what's his minutes? Like what? We're probably sure that he's not going to really be able to jump into that starting role right now. As long as Dylan's on this team, he's going to have to start, guys. We're not going to.
Yeah. Dylan is going to start. Yeah, he will not come off the bench. He can get benched in the fourth quarters, but he will not come off the bench.
How many minutes he may have to get there to get Amen on a all defensive second team?
You can get to all defense and playing like 25 minutes a game. How minutes? Okay, hold on. Tony Allen, how many minutes did he play when he was all defense all defense team?
Yeah, no, I'm not asking how many like legally. I'm asking how many do you think that Ime would have to have out there, to give him that type of shine, and give him that type of run on the defensive end to for them to be able to voters to actually
25 minutes is cool.
25 is good.
25.
Dylan make it all defensive team.
Matter of fact,
years back, and he was like 28 minutes, right? So
peep this. Tony Allen, first time he was on an all defensive team, 20 minutes a game.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got to be impactful, and a man is that.
And needed.
I can see 20 minutes. 25.
There's a way to make it work for 20 minutes, but man, that spacing.
But Amanda's gonna see 25 a game. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He may love him. Amanda's seeing 25 a game. He gonna eat into Dylan Brooks minutes, especially with Tari Eason coming back. Dylan probably gonna be at 25 minutes a game his damn self.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. There's gonna be a lot of the spacing is just gonna look really interesting.
It will, but if we're playing fast, who care about spacing? You trying to cover your head.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we got to make the right defensive plays. So now my question: if you're running Amen and Şengün, right? What's your other three looking like out there with you?
Bari, Fred, Reed, or you can go Bari, Reed, Cam, or you can go Jalen, Reed, Cam. You can go a whole bunch of different ways with that.
Essentially, what we're getting at is three shooters out there that.
Yeah, you gotta have three shooters.
At least three shooters.
Hell, when Dylan is on, he can shoot that thing. So I mean, as long as the other three, they come with it that game, it's gonna differ from game to game anyway because matchups are gonna dictate that kind of stuff regardless. So
matchup dependent.
Yeah, I don't see no reason why we couldn't play them two a lot together.
Yeah,
there's ways. Matter of fact, Ime mentioned I think Jackson Gatlin. Shout out to Jackson Gatlin from Lockdown Rockets. Jackson Gatlin, I think, asked him about playing the double big lineup with Şengün and Steven Adams. Boy, that's gonna be interesting because I don't know. I don't know about that, bro.
Well, you know what he said was Ime said that it wasn't about Ime's or about Şengün's percentage. It was about mentality. That him actually being locking up and taking that shot, stop pump faking nobody out there and doing nothing.
I ain't even worried about that. I ain't even worried about the shooting. I'm really worried about not worried, but I want to see what it look like defensively, honestly, because I don't think Şengün is really that bad in space.
Nah, I'd be scared to go to that paint though.
I'm not sold on Şengün not being able to guard in space. I'm not sold on it like that, bro. Like, you mean to tell me he can't hold his own against a power forward, bro?
I think we're going to see a different Şengün, man. He looks a lot thinner this year. I think he's a little stronger.
He looks more fleet of foot. He looks a lot more fleet of foot this season.
And so I think that's exactly what they sent that trainer over there and be like, hey, get him stronger, get him faster. He's got the inner strength, that lower body strength that he has.
Yeah,
I don't think they're looking. I think they're trying to slim him down because they know that's the only way they're going to get a good Jalen Green is play fast. And I think that's what they're trying to do with Şengün, slim him down a little bit and get him playing a little bit faster.
Now I can see
that's a big way to do it. Be able to switch.
I can see there was some times last season where Ime went Şengün, Jeff Green, and Jabari at the three. If he's gonna do something similar like that this season with Adam, Şengün, and Jabari at the three again, man, that's a big front line, bro. That's a big old front line. And if the defense looks decent, if the defense is good and the offense is making things work, that's an interesting lineup. Obviously, you probably gonna sacrifice some fast break. You're probably gonna sacrifice some pace. But if the defense is good enough, I don't think you really care. I don't think Ime cares. As long as the lineups out there ain't out there being fooled, I don't think Ime really cares.
Man, he can pull Jabari and put in Tari, and he can catch the pace right there. I think,
that is a very good point.
There's so much that he can
do. And a man, I don't know if you want to put man Adams and Şengün on the floor at the same time. All right, we pushing it now.
That would be an interesting defense, right? I mean, no one's probably scoring, but it's not that they can't guard us. We just can't shoot the ball.
There wouldn't be no point in doing that. I'm not putting no net even lineup out there. I'm trying to win every possession.
You're talking about the same thing, matchup dependent. I mean, are we playing the
Cavs
probably,
yeah.
I mean, are we playing Minnesota with two guys?
Cavs gonna be weak. That's another team I ain't really worried about over there in that East.
What about Brooklyn, man? They got Ben Simmons back. Watch out. He in the gym. You seen the videos?
I wish we still hold on. I think we still got one more of their picks, or is it a swap? I think we still got one more swap. So yeah, I'm glad Ben Simmons is back so they can suck, and we just take the better of our two picks. Yeah, I'm good with that.
EFS said he looks the best he's ever looked.
Every offseason, it never fails. Ben Simmons is always back in the summer. As soon as them lights come on, he got to put that jersey on and go out there and actually hit a layup. He ain't gonna do it. He gonna be hurt.
All right,
he can sprain his feelings and he out for the week.
Ben Simmons' ego or Kawhi's knees. That's what you're dealing with.
I think they're the same person.
Might be. Have they ever been on the court together?
Hey, hold on. He's on to something.
I don't think they've ever been on the court together.
Uh-oh.
Hey, man, just like you never seen Batman and Bruce Wayne together at the same time.
Hey. No, when I look at that Philly series, I look at it differently now that you say that.
That's a good comp, too. Batman and Bruce Wayne, Ben Simmons and Kawhi Leonard.
No way, bro. Oh, no way.
Which one is Batman, though? Out of Kawhi and Ben Simmons.
Kawhi's got it, shit, man. Ben Simmons totally.
You know what? You're right.
Play ball.
You're right.
Yeah.
Some Batman fan out there somewhere is probably pissed at me. Listen, I'm a Batman fan myself. You don't see these hats over here? Batman stuff.
Look at there.
I had a bunch of Batman stuff over here. Yeah, you never seen me and Batman at the same time either, huh? But anyway, we ain't gonna go there.
Night, huh?
There was something else too that came out of training camp that I wanted to touch on, man. What was it?
Well, they signed Thon Maker and that other guy.
I think that's a G League deal though. I think they did that so we could have his G League rights.
I think so,
if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Reed Shepard. That little what was it, like 23 seconds where he hit a shot, came over on the next possession. I think he ripped Aaron Holiday.
Assist.
It was a fast break assist, and then backdoor on the other end again and blocked somebody else. I forgot who it was.
Aaron Holiday.
Yeah, that was nuts. He's got some beef with Aaron
Holiday's minutes with each defensive play right there, bro. You can see the transfer right there.
I think Aaron Holiday is actually helping him out in practice, getting him ready.
So?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the and ones that we've been seeing in there has all been on Dylan Brooks. That same clip you're talking about, that's what's on Dylan Brooks. Jalen gets an and one.
Come on, man.
Do you think Dylan's doing it on purpose?
Man, we got to take it easy on Dylan, bro.
Do you think
we got to take it easy on him?
He said he's coming back, the old Dylan.
I don't want that old Dylan. I want last year.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
The best.
That means he's going to be extra physical. Just like he said at the end of the year that he was going to come back to being who he was when he first got into the league. He's just going to be extra physical and be extra.
Well, okay,
you know
hang on,
what
hang
I
on.
About it, I mean,
I won't lie. Letting him be extra physical might not be terrible because it's going to open up more minutes, rotationally speaking, for Men and Tari, regardless. Not saying that you're like, okay, Brooks, I want you to go out there and get 5 fouls. But he can go out there and he can get that one hard foul. And then, all right, yeah, come sit on the bench. Like that wasn't the plan, and you go throw a man out there. I don't know. I think it's interesting.
I agree. I mean, yeah, it let him be extra physical just so we get more minutes, but it just kind of messes with the rotation. Guys get used to good habits. Hey, look, come in about 6 minutes. I play about 6 minutes. They pull me out, and then I run with the ones, run with the twos, whatever it is. It's a little easier to get on a good habit if you know about what you're going to play. I think you pull them early, bring out Amen, pull out Şengün, bring out a little bit bigger. Maybe bring in Adams and start trying to run with Reed Shepherd and run back and forth. And then bring Şengün back in and see what happens with that double big lineup, something like that. I think would be
What are some teams you would be interested in seeing that double big lineup against? I'll stop here on the spot.
Minnesota. It kind of depends on what Dallas is doing.
I ain't worried about Dallas.
They do got two bigs down there, Lively and what's his name, Gafford.
Yeah, but they're not gonna play together.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
they're not gonna play together.
Yeah.
No.
I'm trying to think.
Interesting. What about
who in the West even plays big like that? I'm trying to think. Lakers, maybe.
You could look at the Pelicans, maybe Zion and whatever center they got. I don't know if Steven Adams.
They don't have one.
Nah, they signed what's the name?
Oh,
Cleveland.
Daniel Tice.
Cleveland goes double big.
Hey, listen. If they're gonna put Daniel Tice at center, I'm gonna just go ahead and start a man at center. Cause I ain't worried about no Daniel Tice. A man, go play center. Go guard this fool.
What about teams like Orlando and such? You got to have somebody to guard that. It's like a 3-4. You almost want Tari out there with his length to try to guard somebody like Franz or Paulo.
We forgetting Dylan. So we forgetting Dylan gonna guard somebody. He was guarding Paulo, as a matter of fact, last year.
Yeah, but man, that's the thing. You're just inviting him to shoot over. You got a better defender in Tari, in my opinion. Or you got.
I wish Paulo Banchero would just keep shooting because that's where he can't hurt me too much. I ain't worried about him shooting.
I mean, in the playoffs, when he was getting to the rim, he shot an abysmal 40-something% too. So let him get to the paint.
What team was that? That was against Cleveland, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They do that to everybody, though.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cleveland do that to everybody. I ain't gonna lie.
And his buddy didn't help him out. Shot, 21% from three, Franz?
And then, hey, let's get $25 million right here.
Say, man, we got to have a conversation about his shooting.
Yeah. I really was wondering about
if he
They're
is
very redundant. Nobody talks about how redundant that team is.
He might as well be a less athletic than Ben Thompson.
Yep. And then they keep getting all these guards that aren't notorious for shooting.
Anthony Black. They let what's his name go though? Markelle Fultz. I don't think he's even in the league right now. Nobody signed Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, but Stubbs wasn't a notoriously good shooter.
Cole Anthony is probably their best offensive guard, but he can't guard nobody. He's small.
But they got a shooter too, that Howard kid.
But he don't even be getting no playing time, and he a shooter.
Howard, right? Jay
Howard. Yeah, he not. I like him, but who he gonna play over? Realistically, because they got Suggs. I don't know who's gonna start for them at point. Somebody I was reading somewhere. I think they're gonna start Suggs at point now. Okay, good luck with that. They also got KCP, which that's the only way that's gonna work. Yeah.
3 would be Franz, 4 Paulo, or vice versa.
They got a lot of big people. Yeah. They got to make some kind of move. With like people talking about the Rockets got to make a consolidation move. Orlando got to do that. Orlando really got to do that.
How do y'all feel about? I don't know if you guys saw some of the promotion material from the Pistons. Not saying they're a threat. I'm not breathe.
We know that's practice.
I'm interested in seeing how that matches up. BK looks good. Jaden Ivey, year 2, I think, for him. Phenomenal guy.
Silas gone, so they have a chance.
They gonna go with Silas? I thought he was on the assistant coaching team. Maybe I'm wrong.
If he's still there, they have no chance.
No, I don't think he is.
The vibes look different over there for sure.
What was Silas doing? Was he clapping too much?
Well, Cade was hurt for a majority of the season, and when he did play,
who you think hurt him? This Silas clapping. He was clapping too close to his knees. His knees went out. Silas got a strong clap. He got a strong clap.
Silas coaching
his strength is his
team.
clap. And they finna suffer. I'm telling you right now, bro. I don't even know if I want to watch that. I'm concerned for my mental health watching a Silas coach team. Team USA?
Yo, did y'all see that? Yeah, like Silas is supposed
to
play something. I
don't know how that man keep getting coaching gigs, bro. Like, I don't know who. I think he know where the body's at. I think he know who on them Diddy tapes. He just knows stuff, bro.
This that here nigga damn. Here nigga damn. Go ahead. Like damn.
All right, bro. All right, bro. We get it. You quote unquote NBA royalty, your daddy a Hall of Famer, and play with the Celtics. Okay, all that is cool, man. You not your daddy.
I think he just sneaks in places. I think he's just so skinny and small and quiet.
But I think he also such a nice guy too. I think it's because he's such a nice guy. You feel really bad about yourself telling him no.
Don't say that nice guys finish last because we're watching it happen in real time right here.
Is he not still finishing last? What were the Pistons?
He got Team USA. He got Team USA. I mean,
finish. Hold on. Where they gonna finish? You think? Let's be honest here, bro.
Come on, Pistons. Man, they'll definitely finish at least.
Am I being mean, bro, or am I just
like the 25th team in the league for sure?
This season they're gonna be the 25th?
For sure.
Okay, but if Silas is on their coaching staff, they're gonna be the 35th.
That's to see for sure if he's still on the.
What is the all-time losing record percentage? Like, what's the all-time?
It's
record?
Steven Silas.
It's Steven Silas. I've talked.
I think it's
both. He's literally the worst coach in NBA history, bro. No one's ever been worse than him.
Both of them. I think his dad was worse.
His daddy down there too. God rest his soul. But he was a sorry coach too. Apple did not fall. When they talking about the apple didn't fall far from the tree, the apple's still on the tree.
It's hanging out right there.
I'm telling you,
the apple is still there. This apple is not falling.
Who in this room right now is ready to tell him to leave?
In this room right now, you talking about Silas?
You would tell her? I wouldn't. I was just saying, if we were in a room with Silas, he just seems too nice. It's like
I'm gonna tell him to go head over to Brooklyn. Silas, hey, go to Brooklyn. Hey, bro, I got you a job over there, bro. Go ahead and hang out with Ben Simmons.
Man, let me tell you something, dog.
Man, I just give him a Gatorade bottle.
I tell him to leave. Listen, if I could tell, listen, I love my mama, but if I tell her to leave, I tell Steven Silas ass to leave. You better believe. I tell everybody to leave. Get to stepping. I pull a Martin on him. Get to stepping.
The stepping.
You be the one.
I'm trying to find Silas's
foresight.
Look at the all-time losing record.
Unfortunately, StatMuse makes me pay for shit. F StatMuse. I'm not going to pay to look at all these stats. I'm just going to reword it so you give me what I want.
Man, use ChatGPT, bro. I think you can find that information out there.
Probably. Anyway, keep talking, man. Just give me a little second. As far as I know, I believe.
Lord have mercy. My bad. I just seen a picture of Asia Wilson. I'm sorry.
Are they winning?
I don't know, but I just seen her like a picture of her and dang, she got me stuttering.
Hey,
nah, she tall glass of water, bro. Like,
all right, guys.
Big bad woman, boy.
Would you like to know Steven Silas' record?
Real quick, before we get to that, y'all seen the clip of Asia Wilson and Bam coming out of some place at the Olympics? I hope and pray that they together, and I hope and pray that they have all kind of mutant babies, bro. Like, do you know how good basketball would be if you have a mutant baby with them too? I want some mutant kids from them, dog. I want it. Maybe I'm being selfish. I don't care. One of them gonna play for the Rockets.
You said one of them.
Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, All-Star Game MVP, Finals MVP, all in one season. I'm telling you.
Hopefully the Comets come back. She can play on the Comets.
And they have a daughter. They gonna play for the Comets. Say, man, listen, y'all ain't on what I'm cooking, bro. Y'all ain't on what I'm cooking right now.
Respectfully.
But anyway, Asia Wilson, a bad woman. But anyway, go ahead. What you talking about?
In 236 games played, does anybody want to take a guess at the wins? Just quick guess.
236. 57.
38.
I'm close, huh?
You are
54.
45.
It's 54?
45. It is 59. We are 59 and
Wow.
177.
Look
25%.
who it came in, bro. Hold on.
25%. Okay.
Wow.
It's time to crash.
Crashed up in here now, dog. Oh, shit.
Yeah, what up, fellas?
Man, listen, bro. Don't come in here with that riffraff, dog.
Oh, why you gotta talk about Jalen Green like that?
Wow, bro. There you go. There you go. Jalen Green hating that.
No, man. What y'all
Yeah,
on? I heard y'all talking about Angel Reese and them.
Well, no.
No, I'm talking about Asia Wilson with her tall. Man.
Angel Reese, Asia Wilson. Hey, I'll drink all that water. Hey,
boy. I was saying,
I'm out to buy you.
I hope, Bam. I hope he just kidnap her and just marry her.
Pause.
Like nobody.
Pause.
No Diddyisms. No Diddyisms. Nah, but just take her away from the WNBA for just a season. 9 months. Let her do her thing. Produce us some more NBA kids and WNBA kids. Please, Bam. Can you do that for us, bro?
Wow.
Either that or you come play with the Rockets. I ain't gonna ask you again. You gonna do one of them two. Don't make me find you in Miami.
Bro, holding this man hostage.
Asia Wilson is one of the only reasons, not only, but one of the reasons why I watched the WNBA.
Say, man,
He is one of
that's a bad woman on and off the floor. That's a bad woman. I low-key think she can fight too. Imagine her in the UFC.
Yeah, Asia can hold her own. Yeah, bro. She can get.
You seen her legs? Have you seen her legs? You think you could take a kick from her?
Oh.
No,
I wasn't looking so much at her legs though, but
Hey, hey.
See, this podcast is to something else now, dog. All because of you, AD.
Round robin here talking about Asia Wilson, bro. We gotta read.
but no, man. What's going on?
He was bashing Steven Silas real quick.
Oh yeah,
the record.
The weekly Steven Silas slander.
Did you wanna guess his record real quick, just off the top of your head?
Steven Silas.
Yeah, we played 236 games with Steven Silas as our head coach. Would you like to guess his wins?
68.
Wow, 59.
Man, you giving him way too much credit.
I was just doing an average of 20 a season, so I was like 22 a season. So.
That's what I mean by you giving him way too much credit.
Man, you what it is. But we can get off that train now. We was just abusing Steven Silas. Let's move on, man. I'm tired of talking about Smiley, bro. He ain't even on the team no more, and he out here still giving us flashbacks. Crazy. PTSD from Steven Silas. Every time he clap, I'm like, oh, Jeff Christopher. Who's my Gruber? Fredney Washington. Anyway,
man, don't get me started on Tata now. I miss him, dog.
I miss Tata.
Yeah, he was playing for Milwaukee and then nowhere to be found. Usman.
Yeah, he's on one of those trade. I think he's on Minnesota. Yeah, he's on Minnesota.
Speaking of Milwaukee, y'all want to touch on them right quick?
The Bucks?
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Oh,
yeah.
Are they good?
Come on. What you got?
Y'all think they're gonna be better this season or worse?
I think they'll be about the same.
Worse.
Why worse? Let me hear this.
Because one of them is gonna be hurt. Dame or Giannis is gonna be hurt.
That's why it's the same. They always hurt.
Yeah, it's a given at this point.
Somebody said better.
I'm gonna say worse with Doc. I really don't think Doc's a very good coach, and I think
Doc was the coach.
Say man, that boy Doc.
How did they get him?
That boy Doc, man.
I forgot.
Boy Doc.
Yeah, and Chris Middleton's coming off of like double ankle surgery or something like that, and I think I heard somewhere that Dame and Giannis hadn't even been in the gym all summer together. They hadn't been in at all.
Yep,
so,
on Locked On NBA, they
is
discussed that.
Good.
Yeah, Dame was up there trying to put a verse with Glorilla.
No,
Glorilla trying to have a verse with.
He's trying to hit. That's what he's trying to hit. That's what he's trying to do. Let's keep it a buck.
But yeah, no, it's crazy, man. If they not even in the gym, working out together, doing anything, that's recipe for disaster.
Real question.
What's up?
If Alperen Şengün and Jalen Green hadn't shared the court all off season, no training camp, nothing, how would you feel about it?
I feel some type of way, bro.
I imagine Bucks fans, like right now, as close as I am to Iowa, I feel the energy. I go into a store, people is actually complaining, but man, dang man, he ain't working with Giannis, man. That's crazy. How come he didn't go to Greece? Bro, that boy all the way in Greece. What are you talking about?
I think we all looking at this. I appreciate everybody's points on that, but I'm going to take it a different direction.
Oh,
the real problem is Brook Lopez.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because when Brook Lopez was good, he was the real reason they was able to do all of the BS that they got away with, bro. Because his shot ain't what it was before, because his defense ain't what it was before, and because he's a little older and a little bit more injured and less reliable, he is not going to be as impactful or as important as he once was when they won the title.
Plus, Brook Lopez has been linked to a lot of teams. And AK, what did you say about players being linked to teams specifically?
Oh yeah. When you say, man, when they drop them documents, I mean, it is what it is. It's just a matter of time.
Good old deportation.
Well, remember, he was on the most part
too. Yeah,
but ain't Brook Lopez like 55 years old right now? Anyway.
Yeah,
he is
somebody gonna want him. Somebody gonna want him.
Now he can come off a bench for somebody, but I think they're not gonna be the same until he goes to the bench. Yeah. He can't start no more, bro.
Who are they?
I've noticed this. New Orleans. He would start on New Orleans. He would be a great.
Yeah, but of course he'll start over Daniel Tice.
Oh yeah.
But they still don't. Hold on.
That's Silas boy.
Hell, is it
one of them?
Who?
He's not there no more, right?
Nah.
They got Bobby.
That's what's the name? This fool name again? Daniel Tice. I keep saying his name.
Yeah, Tice, and then Yves Missi. They're expecting him to.
I like him. I like him. By the way, yeah.
He's more athletic than I thought. Yeah,
he got legs. Too. He got legs. He got some long arms too, man. He is. Bro, hey, did you see that? You see what I'm saying about this dude?
You came in talking about, man, he got some long legs, man. He got the legs.
I said long arms, bro. Look at you, dog. You in there riff-raff, dog.
With the legs. You started with the legs, AK.
I said he has legs like he can jump. See, dog.
Why you can't be able to say he had hops? Just say he got hops. Like,
man, I hope they find out you. I hope they find you on them Diddy tapes now, bro.
No, hell no.
Let me find out you got a whole closet full of baby oil, bro. No. That's why Johnson & Johnson stock went up so much. Hold on. Do y'all remember that, though? Hold on. I know this is completely off topic, but do y'all remember when Johnson & Johnson stock was high? Tell me that wasn't Diddy buying all that baby oil. I'm telling you. Y'all gotta think about it, bro. Go back and look. They stock was like super high at one point. See now y'all thinking. I ain't crazy, bro. You remember? I think it was even during the pandemic, if I'm not mistaken. That's when they really stocked up on that baby oil.
There's no way.
They probably did it every year when they had that party.
You say what?
Yeah, and the other thing is that Milwaukee wasn't. You know, they didn't have. They had Middleton to kind of give that scoring punch when they needed a one-on-one bucket when Giannis.
Yeah, Middleton is washed.
He's washed.
You said he had
spin cycle.
He's about done.
Like that. So looking at that, Dame, he's always having abdominal injuries, right? Something about his abs just always ain't working right. Something about vroom, right? So like something with his issue is like I'm looking at him like, how many years he got? What's he looking like this season? How many games do we get out of him?
And to be honest with you, I'm gonna answer that real quick. Dame, I think, doesn't have more than 3 years of being like high level type of player.
Yeah, he's injured every single season since like 2019.
Once that starts,
it's just boom, 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 and then again, Giannis, a freak of nature as we've seen. Like the last couple seasons, besides 2022, I think 21, he's been injured in the playoffs every year, some way, shape, or form. That's not good. How many games is he going to be able to play like that? And again, I don't know. I just look at it like they getting older. Bobby Portis is like 90 years old. He coming off the bench is like they 6-man somehow. Brook Lopez, 90 years old, like you're saying, he'd probably gone right this season at some point before the trade deadline. I think Pelicans. I think
contract is about to be up though.
Huh?
I think his contract was only like 2 seasons. I think an option for a third, something like that.
Yeah, that's why he's gone. They gave him his money and said, "All right, cool. We're gonna find you a team that you're gonna like and be able to ride that contract out. Here you go." And you can do that with that good old food over there in New Orleans. You can hang on lasagna. He's gonna show you that jambalaya.
That's low key a nice fit.
But I wouldn't want him in New Orleans.
Why not?
It's gonna be better for us if he out there. He gonna play like what 35 games and then miss the playoffs. Cool.
New Orleans got problems. They got all kinds of problems.
My offer is a swap up and take on Middleton's contract because they can afford it and send them back. Like a McCollum you want to do McCollum and Dame. And
man, what about BI?
Yeah, BI would be the trade. Remember that I floated before.
They need a center though.
A couple of expires.
Yeah, be honest.
Hold on, I don't know if I brought this up last time. I'm just thinking about this. BI to Portland for what's this weak fool's name?
They got
DeAndre Ayton.
They got 3 of them. They got DeAndre Ayton, Robert Williams, and
Robert Williams.
I would take Robert Williams.
Robert Williams already hurt. They're trying to get. Remember, they're trying to get.
He's already injured again.
Yeah. But they want to get Donovan Clingan some playing time. So
he only needs a week.
Well, that means Ayton's got to be out of there though.
Yeah, they gotta free up some space to get Clingan on the court more. I want to see some scooting Clingan, mixing a little Shadon Sharp. What's the name? Anthony Simons. I don't know what they do with old buddy.
Sharp.
Full name.
Over there.
Yeah, but Ayton makes way too much money to put him on that.
Yeah, Jeremy Grant. Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, Ayton's making big bank, which is interesting because in a 3-2 trade,
money.
You would be able to get Ayton to the Pelicans if you're moving Ingram for Chris Middleton with the Bucks. That 3-team trade works anyway.
But how does that make New Orleans better?
It makes them better on paper.
They have a center.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, he's just a body at this point.
Yeah, but
he can go in and get you.
So is Daniel Tice.
So that's what I'm saying. So you're gonna get rid of one of your best players for a guy who you just said can be easily compared to Daniel Tice.
He has no. But BI doesn't have the value around the league.
More.
Yeah, I'm not saying value, but like BI, this is his contract year, so he wants big money regardless.
And they want to get something back for him.
Yes,
you got to get something back. Like, I mean, they could just let him expire, but this is New Orleans. Who's trying to go over there? I mean, I'd go there personally.
Well, that's my point. Is that if you have a couple expiring guys, you can swap them up and go for it 1 year, and if they're going to pay him again, or they won't.
But then let's go with that.
Both of them can walk, right? Like it won't hurt both teams if they walk that.
Let's go with that though. If that happens, what if Zion wake up one day and is like, say, man, I want up out of here. I don't want to be here no more.
Honestly, I get rid of Zion before I get rid of BI.
I'm not mad at you for that, AD. Zion not reliable himself.
Zion hasn't played a full season since he's been in the league. It's already been like 6-7 years.
Now, he a force of nature when he's on the court. Fair enough, true enough. However, when is he on the court? And can you trust that he's going to stay in playing shape throughout the offseason, throughout the league?
So far, no.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be stuff like that you got to think about with Zion.
With Zion, I went to the New Orleans where Şengün dropped 37 on him, and you could just tell that the Rockets were just not scared in the clutch of Zion. I mean, he's going to get you twos, man. He's not going to get you open threes at all, and he's going to drive to the bucket, and you just got to hope that he doesn't draw a foul or throw up something crazy. If you defend it well, he's subject to just throw it up, man. It was rough kind of watch him in the clutch. And all the people around me, all the New Orleans fans around me were like, God, I can't stand watching this guy in the clutch. And I got to thinking about it. And now every time I watch him and it becomes a clutch game, man, you don't want him with the basketball. I mean, that's why I think BI, like AD, you called it. I'd pay I'd pay Bi because he's more. You know, you can give him the basketball and he can go get you a bucket. Matter of fact, I think he got a big bucket in that game to tie it late. And yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, Absolutely. Bi is the guy in the clutch that I would go to personally every time.
He's a 6'10" ball handler that can get his own, you know.
Yeah, and got a crazy midi. Mid-range game is nice.
I mean, man,
he's not a sorry player. As the league is a little different than how he wants to play, and apparently he doesn't want to shoot more threes, which I think is that's not the smartest thing. Like, come on, you got to shoot more to keep the defense honest, at least.
Well, apparently,
DeMar DeRozan start doing it. I mean,
apparently he is. The calls out of that training camp in New Orleans, that's all he's doing. He's taking a lot of threes, a lot of catches.
That's good. That's good because that's going to help him, you know, get to where he want to go because he ain't finishing the season in New Orleans. He going somewhere else.
What do you think about putting CJ McCollum to the bench? Because, you know, Murray, remember when Young went out last year? Murray was a lot better. He's a lot better guarding point guards and smaller guys than he is guarding all those big wings that Atlanta had him on. And I think that's why he struggled last year defensively. I wonder about sending CJ to the bench and start moving him to that kind of role, moving him into that point guard. Then he can guard some of the point guards where he was good in San Antonio.
Well, then your starting lineup is what? Instead of CJ, it's like Trey Murphy?
Who?
It'd be Trey Murphy instead.
Trey Murphy's hurt right now. He won't start the season.
Hypothetically speaking.
No, I was thinking something like a Herb Jones because he can stretch the floor, then play Bi at the 3, Zion, and then
y'all think they come to a point where they got to figure out if they're gonna keep Herb Jones or Trey Murphy?
No, they're gonna keep. Do you
think they keep both?
I think
Herb is not paid yet. I don't believe. I think he's supposed to be getting. I think he's gonna go into a restricted free agent this next offseason.
Yeah.
But I mean, so that right now
they get Bi off the books.
Yeah, but I mean, like they're only paying Zion and Bi right now, right?
Yeah.
You paid him to sit on the bench with a t-shirt and
AD. I'm with you, bro.
No, they're paying CJ McCollum. I'm sure he's making at least 25 plus, and for at least 2 or 3 more years.
Yeah.
They got some contracts there, and then they're also paying Murray too. Murray has a great contract. He's been like
very team friendly. He's making under 20. Right. He's making under 20.
No, is he? I think he's at like 23 now.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of his old contract when he was with the Spurs. I gotta take a look now, but yeah,
I think he was at 20 last year.
Oh, I forgot DeJounte Murray. Okay, y'all catch me up because the season about to start and I need to catch up because I forgot DeJounte was traded on. I remember now, but damn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Sorry. 4-year, $120 million deal. It begins this season. Includes a $31 million player option in 27-28.
Hold on. That's what I said.
Hold on.
Yeah, for Murray.
Yep.
What the hell I was saying? They do have to make a move.
For 26-27?
Yep.
So,
or 27-28 his last season.
What's crazy is that, like, Bi would give you the most in return, but trading Zion would probably make you a better team. If you get, like you saying, a center or something in return that's of value to them, that, you know, in the front court, then I mean you can move on from Zion and actually become a better team.
Yeah, you're really
lie,
good.
Bro. I ain't gonna lie. That sounds like a plan, bro. But the problem is, where does Zion go that makes sense? Let's do the hypothetical. I hate hypotheticals, but
Portland get you know, you gotta have to send some contracts, but send him to Portland, get you a starting center, get you, if you're trying to win it now, get you like a Grant or they got another older player there that they could take in.
They wouldn't be contenders regardless. They'd have to wait another season.
Get a pseudo sore like with Simmons in the deal, help them out with that contract problem. Shoot it, I guess. Portland be the only thing you're going to need.
You guard heavy then, guys. Now you guard heavy because you got Jordan Hawkins. You got who I really like. I'm really high on Jordan Hawkins.
I like him too.
You got Murray. You got McCollum. You got Alvarado.
Oh, that's why I said you have to send you. I was starting to say you'd have to send McCollum back, but I don't think.
So this is you saying
we can send McCollum somewhere else.
Hey, AK, you want to put this contract up real quick?
Oh yeah.
So like you wouldn't. You saying where he would go? My thing is you don't think they can just dump him somewhere?
Zion?
Yeah.
I don't think
you don't dump Zion. That make you look bad as a franchise, and that make you look really.
They just gave Dejounte Murray $120 million.
Who did?
Then you said who is that the contract you were talking about, Preston, right?
This is Murray's contract right now.
Yeah, that he come and he signed that in Atlanta, I believe.
So,
they gotta pay. They still gotta pay Herb Jones coming up soon, and they gotta pay Trey Murphy.
Yeah, what's Herb Jones's contract status? Because I want to say that they paid him like a pretty good deal. He only makes like.
Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah. I'm tripping. He making 12 this year, 13 next year, 14 the next.
Yeah, he's already got paid. It's Trey Murphy that they got to pay.
Trey Murphy is up now. Yeah, I'm tripping.
Right. And he's gonna, he's gonna look for max dollars. That's why they were wanting to get off BI so that they could just go ahead and get that money. Mm-hmm. But I agree with AD. I'd get off Zion.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on, I got a team I just thought about that.
Okay.
Probably could get a center out of it. Detroit.
Yeah, they got a couple of them.
Bro,
we got James Wiseman.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'd be really, really mad, bro. I'd be very upset.
Detroit has extra bigs that they can, conceivably move on from. Because they got Wiseman and they got Duran.
No, they don't have Wiseman.
Wiseman gone.
Wiseman gone?
Yeah, Wiseman gone.
Who did he go to?
They got Isaiah Stewart.
Pacers, if I'm not mistaken.
Stewart is there, yeah. And they got
I like Stewart's energy. He a little Black Horse energy, but I like it. I like it.
Put Stewart on New Orleans.
Yeah.
I think he'd probably end up playing with Zion, though.
Stretch big.
They'd probably get back Duran. They'd probably want Duran back.
I was about to say, get Duran. And
New Orleans would probably want Duran back.
You could probably snatch Ivy out of it, too.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, you got that guard problem. Now you just crazy guard. Unless you send back McCollum over there.
Right.
If you send CJ and Zion over there to go play with
younger, and you get younger.
You get younger. I'm thinking from Detroit's point of view, though, bro.
But Detroit, like Chris just said.
Nah, bro. I'm upset thinking about it, bro, because that's gonna cause problems.
Between Cade and Zion,
Zion don't have to be the one to close the game out. Somebody else can get him to rock.
That's right.
Man, that's tough, bro.
They would still have Asar who could play in that. Yeah. Who could play and defend and help them cover up for the defense.
Asar gonna be in that deal. You know that, right?
No.
Asar gonna be in that deal.
No.
If Detroit wants Zion, they coming off Asar. Yep. Yes, sir.
No, because they just got another. They got home. They could send in that Rashad Holmes guy, or the new guy that they got. What's his name from? They got like the 5th pick that they keep getting. What's his name? Ron Holland. Ron Holland.
Yeah, they got Holland. They could send back Holland.
They could send back. They got plenty of guys they could send back.
Okay, I can see that. I can concede that. Yeah.
I would send back Ivy. I would send back, Duran.
If you send back Ivy,
top 10 picks,
what that guard rotation in New Orleans look like now? If you're gonna send back Ivy,
but then we just say that we send in, like, if you package Zion and McCollum and you get back Ivy and Duran.
Okay. All right. So, do you like the fit of Ivy and Murray? I think that's ugly.
That's not bad.
I think that's ugly.
Well, then that
if he's gonna be the one that needs to be at the 2.
That's the issue that we're having right now, is that Murray's.
They're gonna run into the same issue that they have in Detroit right now, bro.
They're gonna run into the same issue that the Hawks ran into last season. Is what's gonna be.
Well, this is what the Hawks had 2 twos trying to play ones. Like,
yeah.
What Detroit got?
And you really
what Detroit got? Detroit got the same problem. Cade, the more natural point, but
Cade is a 1 though.
Yeah, he a more natural point, but
Right.
Ivy need to have the ball because his jumper suspect.
That's why he isn't playing with him.
Right. And that's why he was even coming off the bench.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be so much better.
But that's the thing. That's the difference. Go ahead. My bad.
It would work better with Murray. Murray can play off the ball better than Cade can.
You got two. First of all, Murray may not be a prolific shooter, but Murray is more of a shooter than what Cade is.
Yep. A more catch and shoot shooter.
Yeah, catching. I was thinking like not creating.
That's hard. That's hard to really say because it's different when you in Cade's situation and you literally the only person that can do anything on that team. So you don't even have a chance.
Statement? Hold on, which is a wild statement after like 18 first-round picks that they've had over the last 10 years.
Detroit is the king of first-round picks, top 5 picks.
Yeah.
Just ask Crispy Flakes, man. Just ask him.
But in truth, is taking the ball out of Cade's hands a good move at all? I would always want to have the ball in Cade's hands anyway. That's better. That's where he's best served. So, if you're gonna take him off ball, then for Murray, you really do certain yourself. Yeah, I would definitely.
Do you think the Pelicans need to move on from Murray if they're trading for Jaden Ivey?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I would not keep them two on the same team, bro.
Is there? Well,
but I don't think that they have to fit together. I mean, I think your real long-term future is going to be the backcourt of what who we just brought up was going to be the Trey Murphy backcourt. Still, Herb's playing the 3. I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think they'd be really that much worried about that. And then they got the Hawkins kid that can shoot it. So I think.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, with Jordan Hawkins.
Yeah, you got to get him on the floor more, man. He got to burn him.
And he can bend it too.
Gotcha. So, well, I guess we're doing all around NBA, right?
Yeah, we're doing.
I like it.
Question.
Okay.
I got a question.
I miss my propaganda talk.
I got a question for all of y'all. What team is most likely to blow it up this season?
I think they're pretty good.
Oh yeah.
You already know my choice. I'll let y'all. Come on, Preston. I'll let you go.
I know you on Phoenix.
Man, I don't know. It's looking real sunny, real golden up in here. You know what I mean? I think gold is the new word.
Okay.
Go back and look at the Golden State Warriors media day availability. Talking about maybe playing differently, switching some things up and whatnot. Bro, I respect Andrew Wiggins, man. You've been through a lot. You've been through hell, and he's still out here struggling and hooping, man. Phenomenal. I mean, some things, man, you got to go through. But that's your number 2.
So, I'm going to go east. The Cleveland Cavaliers.
Preston, you're wrong for that. Oh. Cavaliers?
Whoa.
That's interesting.
Let me hear your reasoning, bro. I'm interested to hear it, bro. I didn't see that coming.
You see that?
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell is either gonna go one or two ways. It's either they gonna rock with him or they gonna move on from him. They've been flirting around trading other pieces around Donovan Mitchell and this and that. But the key is Donovan Mitchell is a trade piece, and I think that if they start off slow, trade deadline, he's gonna be gone. And then after that, it's up for grabs after that.
Let me ask you this. Why Mitchell and not Garland?
Because I feel like they have more invested with Garland than they do Mitchell. Mitchell was supposed to get them over the hump.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Do you think Mitchell played that, not in a one-to-one scenario, but kind of played that Fred VanVleet role, coming in, changing the culture a little bit, showing them how to win, He put up good numbers. He got into the playoffs. I mean, there is similarities there. That's just my thought.
Fred's won.
He went over there trying to be the team. This is my team. Yeah, he ain't
I said not in a one-to-one scenario. The things it's coming in, changing the culture.
He over there.
Cleveland had a win. I mean, because Cleveland hadn't won since LeBron. I know, whatever. They were a bad team, bad franchise, and whatnot. And it is what it is. And then now they got good with Evan Mobley. I respect what we got going on over there. No jumper, but he's doing his thing. He's good defensively. And then you're looking at Darius Garland, who I believe in. I really, really believe in Darius Garland. I like.
I like him.
I like DG. Honestly, I'm as high on him as I am Tyrese Halliburton, and a lot of people don't think I'm wrong for that. But the season that TH just had is eerily similar to the season that DG had when he was an All-Star. Just putting that out there. Before he got injured. So just something to look at. So you might be right, AD. D-Mitch might not be a bad move there.
Mm-hmm.
So
and he'd be young enough. They still have 2 young enough pieces that they can kill. That they can still move forward.
And you still got Jared Allen, who I like what you got going on.
In the centers,
they just paid
in the centers. Like that can be
a lot of money on the books.
Yeah, but they can't trade either one of them. They just signed Mobley and Allen, so they can't trade them.
Deadline. Yeah, you keep Mobley no matter what. But for sure.
So why would, if they're gonna trade Mitchell, let's say he's the guy that they're gonna move, where in the hell does he go?
You're probably looking for a team that's gonna. You said Miami.
I think I've heard Miami for the past couple of years.
For who?
Hero.
At least.
That'd be your main. That'd probably be your biggest prize.
Hero, Jovic picks. They'll have to, they'll try to suck Yakets out of them, but I think they've waited too long to try to do that.
Y'all gotta remember what Cleveland gave up to get Donovan Mitchell.
Look what Minnesota just did for Cat. They gave up everything for Gobert. They gave up everything for Gobert, which they had to get Gobert.
They gave up the farm,
they gave up
the
everything.
in-laws, and the future children.
Mm-hmm. The sheep, the goats, the cows. They gave up everything, and then they ended up trading away the dad on the farm. So I don't know.
I heard they included the neighbor too. Shit.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm looking at it. I think, I really think that the Cavs have sat on it for too long, like he's saying. And it's not any disrespect to Mitchell, but I think the Heat might have a little bit more leeway because you got Jimmy Butler and Bam. And if there's a call at all, and Mitchell hears about, hey, Miami wants to trade for you, he's like, get me over there now.
Mm-hmm. I think the Heat's window is starting to fall too. I think they're going to be a possible team.
Right.
Yeah.
And
y'all got to remember Miami. What is the one deal that Pat Riley made? Like, what is the trade that Pat Riley has made in his tenure? I want you to think, bro. The longer you think, the worse it gets.
Terry Rozier? I don't know. Did he trade for Terry Rozier? I don't know.
You did.
Butler?
You wanted to figure something out, though.
Butler was a free agent.
Free agent, yeah. All they big signers free agents.
Pat Riley ain't made no blockbuster deals, bro.
So
he's not one to give up a lot to try to get somebody.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like whenever, so going back to the point you made about how much Cleveland gave up to get DG. Is it DG? What's his name?
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. You're never going to get that back in return.
Yep.
Like regardless, like you're never. Regardless of, and that's in any scenario, any sport, whenever you make a major trade like that, when it's time to move on and recoup your assets, you're never going to get the assets, like even close to what you gave up. So,
i.e. Brooklyn and James Harden.
You're right. It's just like a car though. Like depreciation. Like as soon as you drive that baby off the lot, it's like five. It's like
it ain't worth the same no more.
It ain't worth the same. So that's the way it goes with the trade. So you're never going to get it back. And Cleveland had to have realized that, like, you're never going to get back what you gave up for Donovan Mitchell in the trade. So you have to be realistic in a sense, like, what's the market? And
you telling an NBA GM to be realistic. All right.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
No, he telling you to be realistic because we already know what the GM's thinking right now.
How desperate is Sean Marks or Sean Marks over there in Brooklyn? He much likes to be in New York. They might be able to call him.
How bad he want to get off Ben Simmons?
I don't think they have to be involved.
You saying that and watch Ben Simmons gonna go off this year.
Yeah,
he gonna go off the bench.
You're right. I'm telling you right now.
What's his free throw percentage gonna be, bro?
Ben Simmons
It ain't gonna be more than the millions he making.
It's gonna be a resurgent year for Ben Simmons. I ain't a Ben Simmons fan. I just think that all the hate towards him is gonna fuel him to do something.
If it ain't done nothing for him at this point, he ain't got no chance.
It hurt.
His feelings was hurt. He wasn't hurt. He's talking about mental health. Get up off the gas. Talking about you hurt, and all of a sudden your back hurt.
Hey, he had surgery.
Long-term surgery.
Man, he got hit in the back with a steel chair. He'll be all right.
What is it, WWE? That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Look, honestly, though,
Shane McMahon.
Is there any other teams? We mentioned Cavs a lot. Any other teams that are thinking to blow it up at all? AP, I'm interested.
What were you thinking?
AP, what you got, man? I'm interested.
Oh, mine was the Heat. I think the Heat blow it up. If they don't,
interesting. Like,
I think
if you
if they start off real slow,
Pat Riley doesn't do that, bro.
I think I can see it realistic. They start blowing it up.
Pat Riley, that's not in his. He don't blow up, bro. Pat Riley retools. He doesn't blow up. If you leave, you leave, but he don't blow it up.
Yeah,
he gotta leave. He got a way he do things, and he don't change for nobody. He didn't change for LeBron.
Another team that I think is viable to blow up, not this season, but I think it's just kind of like they're not gonna. I think they're gonna make. Actually, let me chill that. I think they're gonna make moves along the margin and stick with the stars because they have to. But I think they're gonna be in continuous moving pieces. Is the Clippers? You got James Harden and Kawhi out there, and again, James Harden, my GOAT, I respect him. It's just like it's not 18, 19 James Harden. It's not even like triple double Brooklyn James Harden. It's like he just got done averaging 16 points a game as a third option, and then had to be the first option in the playoffs. Led both teams in points, assists, steals, and led the Clippers in blocks, and couldn't get past the first round with Paul George as his teammate in essentially the same team. How much and I'm not gonna lie, Clippers should have beat that Mavs team. They really should have. Not just on paper, they should have, but they didn't. And hang on, and I'm looking at it like Kawhi. What's he doing? When's he gonna get irritated? We kind of alluded to it earlier. When's he gonna get irritated? We saw it with the Spurs, and then he won a chip with the Raptors, and then left to go team up with PG with the Clippers.
He got tired of that maple syrup.
What's that looking like? And then James Harden at the end of the day, is this his last team? Do we think he's retiring a Clipper? Probably not.
He's gonna retire a Rocket, bro. He's gonna retire.
So is he playing out both years? Is he playing both years for the Clippers? Because he's got he signed for this year, and he's got next year. He's a 1+1, I believe, as a player option. So depending on how this year goes, Kawhi's already hurt. Is James Harden looking like, damn?
Yeah, Kawhi's gonna be playing them arcade games in the stadium. So,
wow,
what are you gonna be doing?
So if the Clippers would have paid Paul George and paid James Harden like a max, then I can say, all right, yeah, they're probably gonna blow it up. But what are they really blowing up, bro?
That's
Nobody wants Kawhi.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's not going to be a general blow up.
Okay.
James Harden is playing this season. He's probably gone next season. He's got a 1+1. If they don't make the playoffs this year, I think he's gone. I really think he's like, cool. Hey, Houston, I'm gonna come put the bench. This is my hoorah! You guys are retooling and whatnot. I'm just gonna let y'all do my thing, do y'all thing. Let me get my stats. This is my last year. If they make the playoffs, if they get to the second round, there might be some conversations. But it all depends on Kawhi. I think Kawhi is your X factor. If Kawhi don't play more than 35 games this season, if he's not ready for the playoffs, Harden's gone. And then you left with Kawhi, who can't play, Kevin Porter Jr., Derek Jones Jr., Zubac, who I like. I like Zubac, but Zubac. And then you got Mohamed Bamba. You re-sign him Embiid. Well, what is your Norman Powell, who's probably gonna want to leave, right? I mean, he's looking like the Eric Gordon of the Clippers right now. He's probably getting tired. You know what I mean? What's that looking like? And you pay Terrence Mann, so your duo is gonna be Kawhi and Terrence Mann. Yeah, okay.
Nah, that ain't doing nothing in no West.
Yep.
Nah.
Yep. The Clippers screwed themselves all the way till 2029.
Yeah, that's why they should have just kept Paul George, man.
They should have just paid him. Should have just ate it. Should have just paid him. Do I think he's worth the max? No. There's a lot of players that make him the max right now that aren't worth it. You just got to do what you got to do sometimes. It is what it is.
I think this new CBA is making people they playing scared now. Like all these GMs and all these front offices, they trying to avoid their second apron at all costs.
Yep. Because they don't want to be able to not aggregate players. I think is really a huge thing. Because in the second apron, you can't aggregate players. Correct.
Didn't somebody find a loophole of that?
You sign them
that's part of it. You can't only sign a minimum players, so that they didn't put that in the sign-in trade. They just added $1 to their contract and mix. But that's
some Daryl Morey shit.
They still didn't allow them to. They still can't go anywhere with them.
Yeah, they still can't aggregate. Correct. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody. They were just signing people off the streets because they didn't want to lose Deuce McBride because that's the only people they had. They had nobody. If they wouldn't have done that, they had to got some guy to get out of his Paris or his NBL contract and then quit that team and then re-sign.
They could have signed Boban, man. They had the chance.
Yeah. So they had to do a bunch of
moves on.
He had to play for that team in the past 2 years or 3 years or something like that. So they went and signed 3 guys that were just drafted and signed their contracts and then sent them over there.
I think that's the last thing I just want to talk about the Clippers real quick. I'm out, fellas. I appreciate the hour and a half I was here. It's good to see y'all, man. Hey, check out AD. They just got done a little bit ago with the podcast of the TownRundown, talking about some NFL stuff, man. Hopefully AD plugs himself in at the end of this. But, man, be sure to check out the TownRundown, man. We got our own website, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the whole 9 yards. Coming out with a TikTok soon. We revolutionizing the game. We're going to be one of the first to do it. And 80's big head, man, he's going to be really running that TikTok. It's going to be crazy work out there. But you guys, be sure to follow the TownRundown, man. Thank you for watching, guys, for listening on our end. Drip2Ps_JWD is my handle. You can follow me on X as well as Instagram.
Right.
I'm out, y'all. See you.
All right, Drip God. We're finna go get drunk off of some of that Iowa liquor and horse piss.
It is
the vodka.
It is the
He's gonna be on that horse piss, gone like a bug. But I got a team that I think we should watch.
Yep.
These people on Blow Up Watch, and I mentioned them before, man. Them butts, they on Blow Up Watch. They on Blow Up Watch, bro. They on Blow Up Watch because that whole Dame to Miami dream, that's not happening. It will not happen. Brook Lopez old, Middleton old and hurt. I think he got hurt signing his contract. Bobby Portis, player option next season.
Can we talk about teams we want to blow up?
Go ahead, yeah. The Lakers is one of them for me. I want them to blow up.
Oh yeah,
I'm just looking at Dallas. I need Dallas to just shut it. I need them to just.
Oh, that'd be nice too. That'd be nice. Yeah, I don't like nothing in Oklahoma.
This sucks.
Yeah.
It's Oklahoma, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, Milwaukee.
I don't think they're gonna be that good this season.
I can see it in a little way. I'm looking here. They don't really have any draft picks. They don't have anything. But if you're the GM of Milwaukee, are you going to be the guy that traded away Giannis? You'd have to fire me, man. I'm sorry. You just have to fire me. Because Milwaukee's not going to get. You're not going to get another Giannis in Milwaukee.
You're not going to want him to walk for nothing either. So.
Yeah.
I mean, he got a play option in 27, 28. So he there for a little bit of time. But if he wake up one morning talking about, hey man, move me up out of here, man. Y'all ain't trying to win nothing.
They'll try again. They'll sell. They'll try to get rid of Dame. They'll try to get rid of Middleton. They'll just try to find another way to make him happy, and kind of like we did with Harden.
I don't think he has it in him to like request a trade like that and just be an asshole. But just you have to think about those kind of scenarios when you're in the front office. Like it happens, bro. Players talk, they talk amongst each other. Hey man, it'd be nice to play with you. You know what I'm saying? there's a lot of backdoor conversations happening. So
a lot of these players that moved around late in their career, I would say they're ring chasing. Yep. Giannis wouldn't be one to ring chase because he already has one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, him moving around would be kind of pointless.
But he wants more rings, though. Yeah, he wants more rings.
Do he want more rings?
Hell yeah, he wants. You hear this man talk? This man was talking about the towel people and the people who clean the stadium need to clean it better. That's how serious that man is about winning. I believe him. When Giannis is one of the few superstars who, when he talk, I believe him. The rest of these dudes, these boys is capping. Giannis, he really be up front. He don't be capping like that. I don't think so. Matter of fact, they outcast Giannis a little bit because he don't even work out with none of these dudes in the offseason. He his own man. He do what he want. The man is in Milwaukee and chose to stay in Milwaukee.
Which is why would he want to leave? If you made that decision to stay in Milwaukee of all places,
why would you leave?
Leaving Milwaukee is not something you want to do.
Now, when I say that Milwaukee could blow it up, they can still keep him and blow it up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as a GM, you got to think there's a possibility Giannis might wake up one day and say, "I'm out of here." That's what I'm saying. But
I think the only way Giannis is leaving Milwaukee is when he retires.
Yep.
That's probably what's going to end up being.
Oh, you're like a dirt situation. They'll have to luck.
The Knicks might be making another move.
You got to really. You said the Knicks might be making another move.
They might be looking at Marcus Smart.
Hold up, where are you seeing it, bro? Post it.
You know what they giving me?
On their Twitter page.
They giving me 2004 LA Laker vibes now. If they make that move.
Who's that?
Talking about the Knicks.
Yeah.
Knicks have discussed trading for Marcus Smart.
If they trade for Marcus Smart, they giving me 2004 Laker vibes.
They already giving me that. I still don't see. We haven't even really known if Bridges is going to work. We haven't even talked enough about Bridges working. And how are we sure Kyle is going to work, man?
But if they was to trade for Marcus Smart, who else do they have to move? You gonna move on Josh Hart?
Yeah, what do they need to?
They might move Deuce McBride. I don't know who that is, though.
Memphis is gonna want Josh Hart. You gotta come off of
that. Probably.
Yeah, Memphis is gonna want somebody to help them right now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they might want Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
Memphis might want a healthy Mitchell Robinson for a run rather than having, Edie to run for a run. You can't trust.
You're right.
They talking about Knicks do that. I love listening to all these people talk about playoffs for Memphis. Can Edie in the playoffs, y'all?
Hey, leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone, bro.
I agree. I think Josh supersedes. He can bring them guys up and make them better than they really are. But man, making the playoffs and expecting Edie to thrive in the playoffs are two separate things. Trouble.
Man.
My blow up team is Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know how you feel about Phoenix.
I'm so scared of Phoenix, man.
What you scared of?
Well, because I know that what's their GM? Is it Landry Fields still? I feel like he knocking on that door at Matt Ishbia every day and being like, y'all know we're gonna run out of our picks. We're gonna be out of the gas when Durant leaves. We can make one move and we'll be all right. We gotta bail out. He's gonna keep messing with them. So if they fall off a little bit, they start falling 5-10 games under 500. We are their bailout, man. They can make one phone call, still be somewhat competitive, still get all their picks back, and keep their main core. They scare me to death. And Stone, throw a couple youngins at them, throw a bunch of picks at them, and blow it up too quick, or for a Booker or something like that, and it doesn't work out, fears me. That's where I get feared. What do you think? Because they've won it, right? They're gonna ask for Jalen Green. They're gonna ask for picks. They're gonna ask for their picks.
I'm gonna ask for more than Jalen Green.
I know.
Hey, bro, sit over there, bro. Just sit down somewhere, dog.
You're
gonna ask for more than Jalen Green, though.
That's what I mean. They'll probably want Tari or somebody else that can help.
They're gonna want Cam and a man.
They move. Yeah, they probably Reed too.
Oh no.
That's where I get.
That's where I draw the line, bro.
Yeah,
you can have 2 of the young guys. You can't have 4 of them. No.
I'm okay with that if they don't work out, right? Like if Cam never learns to really be anything but a super six sorter, and Jalen Green never shoots higher than 35%, 36% from 3,
that'd be great for him.
Right. That's my point. If he can't get there, if he can't make
for Jalen.
Yeah.
Say, bro.
That's my number.
Say, bro. You always on the gas.
When you got a lawyer,
always on the gas. Always on the gas.
You got a lawyer expectations.
Why are you always on this 87 gas, bro? There's better versions of gas that you can inhale, bro. You need to go to 87, not at least 91, but you can't be in the 80s, bro.
I understand his frustration if Jalen doesn't come back. It comes out being inconsistent this year, then I'd probably share that same frustration.
I mean, Ime did say to be on his roster, you have to be consistent to get playing time.
Nah, look at you.
I mean, that came out the head coach mouth. So, I mean,
got a right point.
I mean, that's maybe a reason why in the fourth quarter we didn't see Jalen Green a lot.
Aaron Holiday consistent?
More consistent than Jalen.
Oh, no, see.
You know what you're going to get from Aaron Holiday.
Well, if it starts being Aaron Holiday this year, then I'll start screaming at Ime. Let's find out what Cam looks like in the clutch. Let's find out what Almond looks like in the clutch. Let's find out what Tari looks like in the clutch.
Let's find out what Reed looks like in the clutch.
Yeah, that as well. Like I said,
I really want to see that.
If it starts looking poor and we're not seeing development, then I'm going to start screaming, for Ime to make some changes. But I think Jalen gets at least half a season, at least in my book, to see what he does, see if we're a playoff contender. And when I say playoff contender, I don't mean fighting for the 10th spot. I mean, we got to be around the 6th, 7th spot, whatever. And that to me is where Ime's expectations are lying. And if it's time to get off Jalen Green and he ain't going to sign a lower deal and move himself to the bench to see what really works for the guy, then move off of him.
Now let me ask y'all this then. Speaking of regressions and whatnot, what team in the West is going to have the biggest regression from last season?
Well, we just named some, right? Like if Golden State blows it up, they
already sorry. Well, not sorry, but they're not that good anymore. I'm talking about like.
Yeah, but they made the playoffs, so they'd have to lose 10 to 15 games is enough.
They made the playoffs or the play-in?
What kind of regression? What kind of regression are you saying? Like regression in the sense of them not making the playoffs and they were a playoff team, or regression in the sense of they were like 1 or 2 seed and they're bottom 8, 9 seed.
Right.
I'm saying whatever you was last season, you clearly a level or 2 below that now.
Oklahoma City.
Damn. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Let me hear this, bro. I gotta hear this logic.
I feel like it was a fluke. I think they caught a lot of teams in a vulnerable stage in the Western Conference last year during the regular season, and the playoffs kind of proved it.
Who did they beat?
I don't think they're as good as advertised.
Wow.
I don't.
Wow.
I'm trying to figure out how to argue against this, bro. Just to play devil's advocate. No, just to play devil's advocate, because
you can give it because of their ratings. They were a top 10 defense, they were a top 10 offense, but it was Shea. you could play devil's advocate with the actual stats. The counting stats look good. I do believe that they will regress because I think there's a lot of chemistry issues that they're not playing into effect by just going and signing 2 veterans that kind of have a style of play. They're not used to that, right? Like they're always kind of molding these young guys into this style of play and Mark Dagnall's style and how they're, growing with the team and stuff like that. And then you're just going to throw in 2 guys that been playing like this for 5+, 10+ years and say, hey, you're going to play in our style now. Good luck. I
see what you're saying.
I'd be surprised if it just fits seamlessly. And where they had their most success was putting Chet at the 5, man, and stretching the floor.
Yeah.
So now you're completely taking that away.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but if it's a Caruso 3, that's a whole lot better than a Isaiah Joe 3. That's a whole lot better than a Chet dunk. That's a whole lot better than a Shea Midi. That's a whole lot better than a wide open Jalen Williams jump shot. You get where I'm at. Like, I'll take.
Yeah. You're naming a lot of weapons, though, dog. You're naming a lot of weapons, dog.
But that's my point. I'd take a Caruso 3, a jump shot, or a Hartenstein jump shot over any of those things. So if I'm a defense, I'm forcing that, right? I'm doing the Giddy, right? I'm literally leaving him a little less covered so that I have Shea locked up so that I'm accepting that type of thing, right? That would be my preferred option is to put Chet at the 5, and then when you need Hartenstein, bring him in.
Chet, man, said he still think the Thunder got better as a team. I think they did too, but I think sometimes, man, we fail to realize, man, we're not playing these games on paper, man. We could be very wrong. I mean, this could be wrong, it could be right. I'm gonna say this. All right, see, that's where I was gonna go, Chet, man. That's where I was gonna go. Yeah. I'm gonna admit one thing. I'm a Josh Giddey hater. I'm just gonna be that because I feel like the same way AD feel about Jalen Green, that's how I feel about Josh Giddey. Because I thought Josh Giddey was gonna be like really. I thought he was gonna be a bad man, and he not. He just like little girls. But anyway,
damn, that's a Diddy reference.
Yeah, he for sure he on them Diddy files. But anyway, I do think Oklahoma City is gonna miss Josh Giddey's pace setting because he did a lot of that for these dudes. They played fast because of him. If you watch Shea don't play fast like that, really. He doesn't.
And who's their other tertiary playmaker?
Jay Will?
No, he's not.
So who was it going to be then? I'm talking about coming into the season.
It was Giddey last year. Whenever Shea was off the bench, they would give it to Giddey and he'd run the offense. They really don't have one. They're going to be putting it in that one-on-one with Jay Will now. You have to get that from him now. You're going to put him. You can't shoot in the 20s from 3 in the playoffs.
Can we assume that Cason Wallace gets better?
Yeah. He was a better defender than anything else last year. And then again, you're cycling a bunch of guys, man. I mean, Cason Wallace. What about Isaiah Joe? What about Wiggins? You just keep cycling these. Talking about minutes and rotations and things like that. I agree with that. I agree with Giddey getting open shots. It hits different. It absolutely hits different. But if you're playing in the playoffs and Caruso is the one shooting those open shots, if you have a weakness in the playoffs, it's going to be exposed. But and if that's your shot, if Caruso is your open shot in the playoffs, I don't know. I think there's better weapons in Oklahoma City than a Caruso jumper from 3.
Hey, you done messed us all up with that OKC thing, bro. Because I got to really think about it because you ain't saying nothing that's just outlandish, bro. You didn't. Even though you normally be saying something that's outlandish. You didn't do it this time.
Hey, 2 times. Back to back.
So, I can see it.
Yep.
I can see it. I would have said
basketball.
Denver's probably the most likely to take a step back, a big step back.
Ooh. Yeah.
I think you got to see how Russell's going to play with them now. They're in the air.
You got to see how they look.
Yeah.
believe that bench.
KCP played a bigger role than people are going to realize, and they're going to find out just how big that role was when he's in Orlando, and Orlando is playing well, and the Nuggets not playing bad, but not playing like the Nuggets.
Well, the Denver Nuggets engine is Jokic. They go as Jokic goes. And I'm not wishing injury on anybody, but I feel like this is one of those years where it seems like Jokic may be on the shelf for whatever reason. One majority
if he has to do too much.
Yeah.
I can see that happening. It's usually what happens when these dudes just be carrying a heavy load. Next thing you know,
MPJ
start getting nicked up.
MPJ's been pretty healthy lately too. You know, he always struggled back and forth. Yeah, they're getting older. They're getting a lot older, and they're going to have to figure out who they're going to pay.
They don't have no bench.
Want some money. Well, they do. I like Strawther. I like Watson. I like Braun. I think they got some guys, but it's not KCP. And it's hard because we just watched Jokic carry Bojan Bogdanovic to a bronze or a silver medal, and really gave the USA. I mean, that guy is something else. So, I mean, it's not like these guys aren't getting wide open layups or wide open threes. How bad is Murray? You know, how bad is that regression? Is he really falling off a cliff, or is he, just dropped 2 or 3 points per game? I think that's going to matter a whole lot if you can lean on Murray throughout the year. Yeah,
if he's healthy,
he didn't look good tonight, and he did not look good tonight, and he looked like Olympics Murray. So, if he fell off a cliff and they just paid him, you talking about wanting to see Dallas break up, and they might end up with Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
Say, man, you can't be putting that in the air, bro. You can't put that in the air, bro. You got to take that back, please.
Hey, man,
I'm not trying to see Luka and Jokic together.
Lover, man. I can't lie. That would be a lot of fun to see.
As a Rockets fan, I couldn't even watch the game.
Yeah, we'll go with like, Amen Atari and Shane Goodman.
Nah, we getting skewered.
And they still not gonna win, but hey, I'm gonna have to call it a night, y'all, man. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah.
And they were really praying on Christian Braun to take us. Man,
they are though.
Yeah,
they are. They certainly are. Peyton Watson too. I absolutely agree.
All right, y'all. Everybody ready to?
You ready, Cal?
Call it. Yeah, you ready to call it? All right, AP man, tell us where to find you at, bro.
Like it.
Well, you can find me on Clutch City Connect on IG and X, and then you can also follow the Rockets Round Robin. All the tags for all of us are on here, so make sure you follow us on X and IG as well.
All righty, AD, go ahead.
Man.
Like Preston just said about 20 minutes ago, you can find me at the TownRundown on all social media platforms. H-Town Rundown Podcast on YouTube. H-Town Rundown Podcast on Instagram. H-Town Rundown on X. And on Facebook, the H-Town Rundown Podcast on Facebook. So, and we got a website. Y'all go ahead and check that out, htownrundown.org.
Man, you got some more X accounts too. You behind all them Jalen Green troll accounts.
All of them. You like myself.
Don't be capping now.
Got about 5 burners.
AD, what's your prediction for Texans Bills this weekend?
Texans gonna win, and I'm expecting a blowout for the Texans. I'm different.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
got 34-13.
Tank Dell touchdown.
Yeah, Tank Dell touchdown.
Hey,
Stephon Diggs touchdown.
We need Nico Collins touchdowns because he on my fantasy.
And Nico. Yeah, I got it. That's why I asked him. I got it.
Hey, only reason why I got a blowout, Josh Allen is gonna turn it over 4 times.
Stingley or Lasser?
Both, one of each.
One of each.
I ain't gonna lie, we got some cold corners.
I'm gonna need Clip to tighten up. See you later, guys.
Go ahead and plug.
Chris Gorman, man, Christoph Gorman. I'm on here, Rockets Round Robin. Check me out. Come talk some Rockets basketball, and I enjoyed being on here, guys. I sure appreciate it, and I appreciate all you guys who watched.
Big facts. Appreciate everybody that stuck around to this point. If you still with us at this point, that means you like us and you like what we had to say. So go follow us on all of our socials. This is the Rockets Propaganda Channel. This is the Rockets Round Robin. I'm your man, AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter at AKInfinity_VVS. Don't be a hater your whole life. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Have a good night or a bad one, whichever one you choose. Holla.
Peace.
Peace.